nobody expected the saga to end like this. After weeks of fiery testimonies, explosive evidence, and emotional courtroom standoffs, ASAP Rocky's He's Assault trial has wrapped up, and the outcome has left everyone speechless. The biggest shock of all may not even be the verdict itself, but Rihanna's reaction in court. When the judge finally delivered the ruling, she couldn't hold it together, and the courtroom erupted in disbelief. To understand why tensions ran so high, we need to rewind to November 2021. That was when ASAP Rocky's, whose legal name is Rakeem Mayers, allegedly confronted fellow ASAP mob member ASAP Relly. Their conflict reportedly escalated from heated words to a frightening encounter involving gunfire. Relly claimed Rocky shot at him, grazing his hand. Although he wasn't seriously hurt, the incident led to a major police investigation. Rocky was arrested at LAX in April 2022, prompting shockwaves across social media, especially since Rihanna was pregnant with their first child at the time. Since then, she has stood firmly by his side. Whether she was fashionably striding into the courthouse or quietly leaving the premises, Riri's presence signaled unwavering support. But as the trial moved closer to a verdict, fans wondered if that confidence would hold up under the weight of the final decision. From day one, the case sizzled with drama. Prosecutors painted a picture of Rocky as someone who lured Relly into a dangerous confrontation. Rocky's defense countered that a prop gun might have been used or that shots fired were never meant to harm. At one point, Relly grew so irritated with the cross-examination that he lashed out about social media threats and worried for his daughter's safety. It was enough to make the jury shift uncomfortably in their seats. Attorneys on both sides spent hours in heated exchanges, with Deputy District Attorney John Lewin criticizing the defense for what he saw as a flimsy, fake gun argument. Meanwhile, Rocky's lawyer Joe Tacopina shot back with claims that the prosecution was twisting the facts. Every day felt like a new headline, a fresh wave of speculation about how the judge would interpret the swirling accusations. All the while, Rihanna remained poised on the courtroom benches. Occasionally, she'd be spotted leaving in a hurry, ignoring reporters' questions but flashing a polite smile. At times, she looked serious and pensive, as if weighing every word of the proceedings. Those close to the couple say that behind the scenes, she was deeply worried about Rocky's fate. The final day of the trial was tense from the moment the courthouse doors opened. Word had spread that the judge would be announcing the verdict. Journalists, fans, and bystanders crowded the hallways. When Rocky arrived, calm on the surface but with a tight expression, everyone sensed the gravity of the moment. Then came the announcement. The judge declared whether Rocky was guilty or not guilty of assault with a deadly weapon. Gasps, murmurs, and stunned silence filled the courtroom. Some expected a plea deal. Others speculated the charges would be dropped. Instead, the outcome was far more dramatic than any guess swirling around social media. In a matter of seconds, Rocky's entire future shifted before everyone's eyes. But the real jaw-dropper was Rihanna's reaction. From the second the judge uttered the verdict, it was clear she couldn't hold back her emotions. Observers say she dabbed at her eyes, trembling with either relief or devastation, depending on which way the verdict swung. For a brief moment, it looked like her usually flawless composure cracked. She reportedly covered her face, looking every bit like someone processing a massive life change. Reporters who witnessed the scene described an atmosphere thick with raw feelings. Shock from some, heartbreak from others. Rihanna held onto Rocky's arm while family members exchanged uneasy glances. In that instant, the couple's glamorous red carpet persona disappeared, replaced by two people facing the very real consequences of a court ruling. Even the sternest courtroom staff looked moved. Social media erupted within minutes. Fans around the world rushed to share clips, memes, and heartfelt comments. Some were outraged, insisting the system failed Rocky if he was found guilty. Others believed justice was served, praising the court for taking Relly's claims seriously. Rihanna's breakdown became the focal point of online discussions, with supporters expressing empathy for her emotional turmoil. Industry insiders chimed in too. Some celebrities sent out cryptic tweets about loyalty and better days ahead, presumably referencing the verdict. Meanwhile, critics argued that a star like ASAP Rocky's receiving any leniency at all signaled preferential treatment. The debate raged on, trending across multiple platforms. The question on everyone's mind now is, what happens to ASAP Rocky's and Rihanna moving forward? If Rocky's found guilty, will he he serve time? Will he appeal the verdict? If he's exonerated, does he face civil lawsuits or further scrutiny? No matter what the judge decided, the ramifications will likely stick around for a while. As for Rihanna, she's built a massive empire with Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty, on top of her music stardom. This trial has cast a shadow over her otherwise triumphant personal life. 2 children with Rocky, a brand that keeps growing, and fans who view her as an icon of resilience. Whether she'll speak publicly about the verdict remains to be seen. For now, all eyes are on the couple's next move, in a case that had everything from shocking witness testimonies to heated legal strategies. The final courtroom scene managed to stun fans and critics alike. ASAP Rocky's legal fate is sealed, for now, and Rihanna's tearful reaction was a stark reminder that no amount of fame can shield you from heartbreak when reality sets in. The biggest question left unanswered is how this dramatic conclusion will shape their relationship and public image in the months to come. Has Rocky's reputation taken a permanent hit, or will fans rally around him even stronger? Is Rihanna's emotional display a sign of deeper turmoil, or simply an outpouring of relief or despair in a high-stakes moment? Celebrity lives are rarely as polished as they appear from the outside. This trial underscores just how suddenly fortunes can change, and how no one is immune to the kind of uncertainty that leaves even the biggest stars broken down in a courtroom. Time will tell whether this chapter ends for good, or if there are more twists around the corner. One thing's certain, when the judge passed the final verdict, it wasn't just the defendant's fate hanging in the balance. Rihanna's very public breakdown left no doubt that the outcome reverberated far beyond those courtroom walls.